Our love is like water. Help me, help me.
That was nice.
Yeah, whatever.
That might maybe that'll be the new intro outro song. Do it again loudly.
Why? All over you. Live. That's who that was. Live. Our love is like water. Putting down an abuse for being straight. Walter.
Hey, everybody,
Hi.
and welcome back to the Sacred Books of Britney Spears. My name is Aaron, and amazingly, I am joined by my friends Bessie Jo
Hello.
and John Wayne.
Good morning.
What did you say?
I realize we're going away from the good morning thing, but well.
Oh.
Good morning day.
Oh.
Good morning
Okay,
day is what
Yeah.
they say.
it is. It is what they say sometimes. So, obviously, today is a little bit trickier. I always say tricky. I don't know why my default is tricky, but anyway, today's an interesting day because we're all in different places. Obviously, the world is going through a lot right now. There's a pandemic raging through this world of ours, and so we're recording from different places. So now, what's interesting is Bessie isn't in the church right now. Where
No.
are you, Bessie?
I'm in the church gardens.
It's crazy. I can see you from the window. I'm waving at you right now.
You too. It's so nice of you to make contact with me.
Well, that tent that we gave you, how's that holding up?
Which the tent?
Yeah.
You mean the ripped canvas you gave me and a couple sticks?
Yeah. I mean, thankfully the weather's been okay. So,
It's only rained a couple times, but it's okay.
yeah.
The worst part is the morning dew. That's the coldest part.
Ugh, that's like the worst part of camping is like when you wake up in the morning, everything's damp and shit, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, it's kind of cold and chilly, and you can't warm up.
John Wayne, where now you're in the library?
Yes, this is the library. As
Whoa.
as you can see,
It's pretty bare.
there's so many books.
Oh my
There's
god.
a lot
How
of
do you organize those
box
shelves? Yeah, there's a lot of boxed wine.
I mean, there's literally a boxed wine right there
Yep, yeah,
with a
sorry.
spigot.
Yep, that is a fact.
Okay. I guess we're all getting through these turbulent times in different ways.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, that's nothing new to have box wine here, so that's the norm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
How's the obviously there's with everything that's going on, how's the relationship going on? How's that new relationship you've been?
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's a little stretched, but it caused us to move in together quite soon.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
What
what are your
we're
thoughts on that? You look disappointed.
kind of.
The
It's just
butterflies are gone.
it's just there's no more me time. You know what I'm saying?
mm, right.
Yeah.
But isn't it better? I mean, obviously you don't need to spork as much because you have a relationship there.
I mean, I don't know if you've been in a relationship or how long ago you were in a relationship, but you don't, you still have to spork it,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's been a while for me.
Oh,
So I don't quite remember.
At
Okay.
a sport?
No, since I've been in a
Oh,
relationship.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I think I was maybe 11 or 12. I mean, it's been a long time.
What?
So,
Since
well,
you've been
I
in a
hope to
relationship?
God you weren't in sort of, 11, 12 years.
oh, no, 11, 12 years old.
Not,
I haven't
Uh,
we were in school and we were just sort of
well,
funnily enough, we
you've
weren't
been.
quite in a relationship. It was one of those things where I was walking home with a girl and then my parents saw And then they said, "Oh, Aaron's got a girlfriend. Aaron's got a girlfriend."
Hated that shit.
And then you're like, I'll show you.
Exactly. So who knows, and obviously several years later that, they were no longer my parents anyway, so it didn't matter. But
You mean when you were 18 and they kicked you out? Sorry,
17.
17 and 11 months.
they didn't exactly kick me out. They just sort of dropped me off at the agency and said, "Take care."
Like, did you not have your own car? You couldn't have drove yourself?
No, I didn't have my own car. I didn't even know how to ride a bicycle. I think they purposely inhibited us from having any way of leaving.
That's
So that way
so sad.
we're just kind of
Well,
stuck.
it sounds like you've been prepping for isolation your entire life.
You don't have to drive or ride your bike anywhere. You just get to stay home.
You're just really good at staying at home.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I've learned how to ride my bike since then. So it does
Right.
get me around.
By yourself? You taught yourself?
Yeah. I mean, it was bumpy, obviously, with all the ditches, but
I was going to
it's
say, who helped you stay on your bike? Because doesn't someone have to guide you like the first 5 steps?
No, I rode my bike against a wall, and I just sort of I would fall into the wall.
Can I talk to you
Huh?
about something crazy
Yes.
happened last night?
Okay.
Something crazy?
Yes. So last night I had a beer and a half, maybe,
Uh-huh.
and I smoked some cigarettes for the first time in a very long time. And I was walking to the church gardens outhouse, and I was trying. John Wayne is already so excited, and I was walking to the outhouse, and as I was walking, it felt like every step I was getting heavier and heavier, and something was physically pushing me down as I was walking. Each step I took, like as if 3 meaty men were on top of my shoulders, just pushing me down. And then the next thing I know is I'm on the ground, and my boyfriend is patting my face, and he's like, "Hey, hey, 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 are you okay? You okay? What's up?" And you fell down. And I'm
Whoa.
like, "No, I didn't. I just took a nap." He's like,
Oh.
No, you fell down. I had fainted on my way to the outhouse, hit my head on a door on my
Whoa.
way to faint, and there is a huge, huge, huge dent and cracked wood in this door from my head.
Wow.
Wow.
And so I feel really weird today.
I was
I
gonna
thought I
say,
was concussed.
I was about to say, are you concussed?
No, because I got a concussion test immediately when I was coming to.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's your birthday? What day is it today? Who am I? Where are you?"
Yeah.
And I passed with flying colors, but I don't know. I passed out. I've never passed out like that before. And then, and then the worst part was I was crawling to the outhouse so I could throw up after I hit my head. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm for sure concussed because I'm
Wow.
throwing up right now."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it was just the alcohol and the cigarettes for the first time in so long.
Wow.
Wow. Which of those is it just the combination, or has it been a while since you've smoked? Has it been a while since you drank?
Both. And then I did a breathing exercise out right before I was crawling to the outhouse.
Yeah.
The breathing exercise kind of made me lightheaded. And then as I was walking, I felt all the blood drain from my face and my body, and that's what made me pass out.
That's
Wow.
Hit my head so hard. I'm going to send you a picture of this dent. It's
Wow.
insane.
So this was at,
This was
I heard a lot of people out in the garden.
Yeah.
And through the window, I could see you guys all kind of standing far apart from each other, but it did look like you had kind of a thing going on.
Well, yeah, I'm not allowed to all the people who were trying to take care of me or witnessed couldn't
Uh-huh.
come more than 6 feet. Because we're not allowed to be
That-
with each other. It was only my boyfriend who was allowed to come and touch me.
I guess that is one advantage of being in a relationship.
That is you're isolating with someone for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It would have been nice. I mean, I was just kind of up there watching through my window,
Yeah,
watching the party.
because you still
Um,
refuse to let me come back in the church since this whole pandemic.
it's not that I refuse. You said that, you wanted a change of scenery, I thought.
Yeah, because I was being isolated in a corner in the church basement at first, and then you're just like, well, let's really flatten the curve. Go sleep in the gardens forever.
I mean,
And I
it's
did for
nicer
you.
out there, probably. It's got to be
What'd you say?
nicer. It's got to be nicer out there.
It's pretty nice. It's just
Yeah.
the sleeping arrangement kind of stinks with the uh, ripped canvas and the couple sticks you gave me to make a tent.
Um, well, we'll work on that. I'll help you. You know what? Maybe we can get some people to move the mattress out. Um,
Who's going to do that? You're willing to hire someone to come into the church during the pandemic instead of just letting me live in the church during the pandemic?
you know, that you make a good point. I mean, after all, we've been around each other all these years. I mean, a long time now. Um,
Yeah, if I
You,
have it, you have it too.
you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that are willing to do stuff during a pandemic. Like, there's people that still wake me up on Tuesday morning blowing fucking leaves. So I don't
That's
know.
true. The leaf blowers are just, whoa, that's a big mug,
I
John
mean,
Wayne.
that's an essential thing, is to make sure the yard's nice. It's essential.
have people been coming into the library, or is the? I mean, because obviously the word of Britney is essential.
No, no,
Have
no.
people
The
been?
library is closed.
Oh, okay. So what have you been doing with your days?
I mean, the word of Britney is essential. That's why you can get all that online now,
Okay.
which makes me pretty obsolete. But uh, it
Hmm.
is what it is.
So what's your day like now?
As you saw, a lot of wine,
Okay.
um, and I just, just transcribing books all day.
Okay. So it looks like when the pandemic ends, the library will be nice and full of the word of Britney.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll have plenty of books for people to steal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's
that's
just opened everyone's eyes on who's essential and who's not.
no, absolutely.
Great.
It's
That's what I needed.
If you're isolated at home, you're deemed non-essential.
Right.
how okay. Um,
Ugh.
it's great seeing you two
It's great seeing you.
in this context. So, everybody, today we're going to be going through book 1, chapter 11, Deep in My Heart. And now we're actually going to be taking a turn because, in case you guys don't remember, the last few chapters have been a little bit more cringy.
Oh, oh, you mean the lyric, the words, her words.
Right, the words. Her message has been a little bit more cringy. It's
Mhm.
been a little bit more of a needy
Very pretty.
person, who can't take no, kind of stalkery. Now we're going to get into some happiness. So it's
That's good
exciting.
to hear. I think we were getting too critical last time.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to uh, dissect something good.
Yeah. So she begins, "Oh, I want you for the rest of my life." I mean, that's just, isn't that a great thing to hear from someone?
I want you for the rest of my life.
I don't think John Wayne wants to hear that from his partner.
I mean, it's that's not true. It's nice to hear things like that.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be. I want you for the rest of my life, every minute of every day.
I think that's fair.
I don't.
Well,
I want you to be with me forever. And then she just like grabs your hand real hard. Don't let go.
I'm pretty clingy.
oh, you are?
I would argue every relationship prior to this one was spoiled because of my clinginess.
Mm.
Really
Mhm.
interesting.
Now, do you think you're clingy, or do you feel like you just really love being around people and you want to be with them? Like, how do you define clinginess?
Yes. If that person's not with me, I was feeling insecure or
Mm.
uh, needy of their
Mm.
attention at all times, and something John Wayne despises. And I yeah, I spoiled it with my constant need of attention and love. Spoiled the prior relationships, for sure.
But now you feel a little bit more secure?
Yeah, and I found someone who was kind of clingier than I am. So,
No.
I would clingy is a toxic word. I would say I found someone who
Yeah.
loves as much as I do.
Yeah.
I
Do you,
think that's the important thing. I mean, clingy has kind of a weird connotation to it, but when you find someone that wants to be around you as much as you want to be around them, that seems, I would imagine that would be magical.
and we put it to the test. We've been with
Yeah.
each other. Hello, Fluffy. We've been with each other every second since isolation has started.
You've been sharing that tent, the canvas out there.
Yeah.
What a
We
good.
garden, so I need a warm body, you know.
She continues. So the
As we
so, so the chapter begins. Oh, I want you for the rest of my life.
what's the next
Walking through time, looking for an answer. How can it be this way? What have I done? I just can't help but wonder how everything could change. Hold up.
Hold up.
bless you.
Bless you. Uh-oh. Are you infected?
No, I had my windows open last night.
And the jasmine.
Did you say Winders?
Windows. I had the
Oh.
windows open in the church tower. And there's still a little bit of construction going on. I
Okay.
don't know how, but when I woke up this morning, my entire bedroom and, you know, the bathroom and all the different rooms in my suite were covered with dust. Yeah. True story. So
You swear?
I swear to,
Brittany, it was covered with dust.
yeah. So this whole morning I've just been sneezing. Um,
So walking through time, looking for an answer. How can it be this way? What have I done? I just can't help but wonder how everything could change.
She sounds.
it's like I think this is, the storyteller that she is. I think she's setting us up for something, because she's asking some questions. But I think she's going to surprise us because, first of all, walking through time looking for an answer. I mean, that's crazy that you're walking through time. I mean, I can barely walk through the streets. There's so many ditches. And here she is walking through time. And how can it be this way?
Do you
What
think,
have I done? I just can't help but wonder.
do you think that walking through time just means looking back on old memories? Like maybe
You're clever.
something?
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why you're so valued here.
Thank you. I should hit my head more often. I think that was the best answer I could have gotten.
Yeah, I think that non-concussion, yeah, really brought you.
Good.
No, that's a great point because she continues, because you've turned my world around since you came along. No, after this love is found, it seems like we can't go wrong. You know what this reminds me of? That period in a relationship when that period in a relationship at the beginning, what do they call it?
The honeymoon phase.
The
Yes.
honeymoon phase.
Where everything seems perfect
Mm,
and all the things that they do
it's the best phase.
are so cute.
Hmm.
And years later, you just want to strangle them. But in that moment, it just like
It
It's
feels like
perfect.
an equation that's adding up.
Yeah.
Every day is a new fun discovery about this person.
Is that where you guys are at? Are you guys in the honeymoon phases?
We're like in year 30 right now
Wow.
because of, but not literally. It's just because of what we've gone through the last 7 or so months. It feels
Yeah.
like I've been married to someone for 30 years.
Yeah.
We're still very lovey-dovey, but I wouldn't call it honeymoon phase.
Do you guys fart in front of each other?
Oh, he's been tooting since day one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we might have talked about that before.
And
Yeah.
I don't toot in front of anyone or toot at all. So,
She
although
is very
I will say last night when I hit my head,
That would be
no,
hilarious.
I went and I threw up and I came out and I was just laying on the ground and I did not want to get up because I just threw up and I was dizzy. And it was unheard, but I just looked up at him and I said, "I'm sorry, but I just tooted." So I don't know what's about to happen in this small space. And he was very proud.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you. That's an important step in a relationship. You know, that moment of, I mean, I remember the first time when I had that relationship a long time ago.
When he
And
was 12.
well, okay. That was my who's is there a duck in my tower?
There's a crow in your tower.
Um
That's not a crow.
I've been in situations where I've been with someone, and it's really fascinating how different people have different standards as far as like, hey, I'm in the bathroom or I'm taking a shower, and then they just open the door and
Mm.
sit down and start taking a shit, and it's like, hello, I'm I'm in the room, you know what I mean? And they're just like, what's the big deal? Does anyone else? I don't know, but it is weird because I have no problem farting in front of people,
Oh,
you
really?
know. But I would think it's incredibly weird. I can't imagine showering with someone. Like when I'm
What?
in the bathroom, I just want that to be a completely private experience.
Oh. Uh, I'm all for doing whatever in front of anyone, except for tooting for some reason. Like I have taken showers. I don't think I've pooped.
There's no way.
Definitely pooped.
Yeah,
I'm not a private person. I wouldn't mind pooping. I just don't poop that much.
that's true. Got it. It's such you do it so rarely that you don't always have an opportunity to do it in front of people.
Mm-mm.
Gotcha. What about you, John Wayne? How do you feel about bathroom stuff in front of your partner?
Nah, man. That's why. There's time and space for everything. You don't need to share the same space to do some of that stuff. Get out of here. Like, give me some private time. Like half the reason people go to the crapper for 30 minutes is so they can get away from other crap. You know what I'm saying?
So, John
Like,
Wayne, would
I'm
you?
gonna use this bathroom. Get the f out of here. Let me have my bathroom time. This is private, valuable time where I want to
For you to be
go.
on your phone.
Yeah, well, I want to go through my social media, or I want to look at news or sports. I want to see what Tom Brady's doing. I want to see if he's going to the corn dogs. I want to see what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
So, would you say that you're still in the honeymoon phase?
I mean, what the f is a honeymoon phase? I must have missed that honeymoon phase. We must have skipped right through it by moving into each other. We probably ruined that honeymoon phase.
You're
So,
probably in the honeymoon phase right now,
yeah.
even though you don't
What's
seem so thrilled about it.
I mean, I think we missed it. I think we missed the honeymoon phase.
so she has nowhere to go.
I mean, yeah, she, with all the stuff that was going on, she like had to get out of her place. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a small library. Hopefully, you guys can. It sounds like you guys are, doing okay. Nope.
I mean, we're doing fine. Yeah, everything's good.
Okay. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Hey, how are
So,
you doing?
What?
We haven't asked you any questions, Aaron. How have you been doing?
Yeah. How have you?
It's been tough. It's been I'm not the most social person. I mean, this podcast was definitely an opportunity to, be around people and sort of engage, and I've missed doing it. Um, it's been interesting because obviously before the pandemic, everybody would come to the church and I would be engaging with a lot of people all of the time, but it was for people who needed something from me. Whereas this podcast has been an opportunity to just kind of share with you guys. And obviously, since the pandemic, no one's been coming to the church.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a little bit lonely. Um,
You got
but
the construction worker dust going on.
yeah, well, one of the things I've been trying to do is I've been going out and there's that new service where you can give people rides. I don't have a car, so I just use my bike.
Oh wow.
So I pick
You
people
really
up and give I pick people up and give people rides to where they have to go on my bike.
in the basket.
And sometimes if there's more than one person, they have to sit in the basket. But
Oh
which is really hard because I only just learned how to ride a bike a couple months ago. So I wouldn't say that I'm like the best bicyclist,
no, I
but
wouldn't do that either. And you're already giving people rides, sometimes more than one.
yeah, it's actually kind of a problem because I actually have 2 stars. There's a rating system. And yeah, because I keep falling, because I can only ride against the wall. So
Right.
people keep getting annoyed because I can only take a pathway where there's a wall on the side. And
Yeah.
so we keep bumping into the wall and they keep scraping their elbows. Yeah, it's kind of a problem, but I figured it's one of the ways that I can, make some money. So, but yeah, that's how I'm doing.
That was incredibly sad.
I mean, I don't think of it as sad. I think of it as needy. Like I need to be around people and I'm not getting that opportunity.
It's just human
Yeah,
nature. Call it
yeah,
needy.
maybe sad. Yeah, maybe sad.
I
Um,
think that's just human nature. I don't think you're needy for wanting to be around people right now.
No.
yeah,
Everything's gonna be okay.
it will. I have faith. We're gonna get through this. So she continues, so she's saying, because you've turned my world around since you came along. No, after this love is found, it seems like we can't go wrong. I don't know. Again,
Very
I
optimistic.
love, yeah, I love that hopeful feeling. Okay. And sort of the crux of this chapter is deep in my heart, I know there's only you. And right from the start, I always knew I'll never let go because I love you so. Oh, I want you for the rest of my life. Uh huh. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I
Oh yeah.
mean, I don't know. That's just, I would love. Is this how you felt with your wife? Did you feel like you knew when you first met her? Because you said you met when you guys were young,
Oh yeah.
how young?
you know?
We were. It was high school, I believe. It was high school.
Did, did you know did you know right away or did it take some time?
Oh yeah, I knew. We knew. We could tell. There was a spark.
Mm. Was there love at first sight?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
really?
Oh yeah.
That's really beautiful.
It was.
Uh,
Have you ever experienced love at first sight, Aaron?
I did. Yeah.
With Jacob?
Um, mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. It's just one of those experiences where when you see someone and you think, oh, they're not going to like me.
Mm.
And then I don't know if there's any moment like that in the human experience when you like someone and then you find out that they like you back.
Mm.
And
It's
that
the
moment
best feeling
there,
in the world. Yeah. That
yeah,
like it's like purgatory. It's right before anything happens and it's right
right.
after you meet. Just that moment
Absolutely.
of possibility, but also
Yeah.
horror. It's the best.
and you just, yeah, everything just seems possible, like all, anyway. So yeah, that was a pretty amazing I mean, obviously it was short lived, but we it was pretty special while he was alive.
Hmm.
Yeah, before he was run down by a motorcycle.
He was short lived.
Yeah, yeah, and our relationship was short lived too.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry to hear that.
God,
That's
I'm lonely.
me, Jacob.
um well, maybe Brittany here can help ease the pain. So she continues, some people search what seems to be a lifetime to find a love like this. Oh, yeah. And here we are, with everything we've wished for. I've never felt such bliss. Oh,
Oh,
no. I mean, yeah, I know. I suspect that this chapter is.
this is the
Go ahead.
happiest chapter we've read, I think, like where it's just pure bliss and there doesn't seem to be a problem.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like there's
Not a long
darts.
chapter.
No one's emailing each other 100 times.
Hmm.
Nobody's,
There's no bait.
hitting. Yeah, exactly. No one's crazy. Um, Thoughts, John Wayne? Is this because you're in a new relation, or not new, I guess. I mean, I guess it's a little bit
It's still
you know
new-ish.
still newish.
Yeah.
Um, how does hearing this song make you feel?
You know, it love is love, and everyone has their own term for love, their own definition of what love is, and like how they
Okay.
found what. What's so funny? Why are you guys smirking?
No, I'm
I just have
Both.
no idea where this is going. That's why I
yeah,
asked.
I'm excited for where you're taking us.
Yeah, well, you're both smirking like something's coming. I don't know why you have to think something's
I just
coming.
have no idea.
I'm just saying, everyone has their own term for love and what love is and what love is to them, and what their definition for love. Like me is not, obviously not being smothered, but you know what? I think it changes for some people. Like with the love of my life, my wife, she was, will always be very dear to me. Will I ever find that love again? Probably not. You know,
Yeah,
Wow.
she was the
because
one for me. She
it
was
was a
mine.
yeah. Each
She
relationship is different.
Yeah, every relationship's different. So, like, will this one I'm in now be the same as my last one? No, no, absolutely not. To think that it will be is silly because this is just we're different
You can't
people.
compare. You can't compare any
Yeah,
relationship.
because you change in your life. This is a different period in my life. I'm different. She's probably different than she was 10, 20 years ago. Like it's just different. Different people, different time. You know, so love is love, and everyone has their own definition of love and what that means to them.
So, what is your definition?
I don't like some people make it seem like there's a soulmate. I don't
Uh huh.
believe in the soulmate thing.
Okay.
I believe there's people that are really great for other people and that it feels like they're a soulmate,
Uh
but
huh.
I don't believe there's
Compatible.
just yes. I don't believe there's just one single person for someone. So I don't think it would take a sometimes maybe it does take a lifetime for someone to meet somebody, but I think that's them going through their own crap and by the time they meet someone, they're like, "Oh, I've changed so much that I can be in this relationship now and it works." Because me when I was 18 compared to me now, whoa, two different fucking people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel.
Yeah.
Me when I
I
was
feel like I
18,
change every 6 months.
what's that?
I feel like. Well, for me, I feel like I change every 6 months.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like adjust to something in my environment every 6 months and
Yeah.
learn from it and become a new person.
I mean, that's what wisdom is. It's just you just become aware of new things. Like you just yeah.
So she continues, because you've turned my world around since you came along. After this love, after this love is found, it seems like we can't go wrong. Deep in my heart, I know there's only you, and right from the start, I always knew I'll never let go because I love you so. Oh, I want you for the rest of my life. Uh huh. Oh yeah. I wish I was loved like this. I mean, I have Britney, but you know,
For some people, that's
What do
all
you
they
take
need,
from
though.
some people, other, I mean, a man, a relationship would be nice sometimes. I miss it. I feel like, I mean, I guess I've never really had it, but I would imagine it would be cool to be like, hey, babe, I fell down and hurt myself in the shower. Can you come get me? And
that?
it's probably actually, I always lock the door. I probably should start keeping the door unlocked in case I do fall down and have to have them come in and get me.
So it's like a nice, you like that safety net of human comfort around.
Right. So you know how like when you get a job and you have to give them an emergency contact?
Yeah.
And so like for example, like if I was to get a job, and so right now I would put you, Bessie. I would put you as my emergency contact.
Oh, it's an honor.
But sometimes it would be nice to have like an emergency contact that like lives with you.
Yeah.
Is that what a relationship is like? I mean, you two are actually in it. Is it like having an emergency contact that's like around you all the time?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I've never thought of it that way. I've never been like, oh, I'm so glad I'm in a relationship just so if anything happens to me, I can get help. I never really thought of it in that way. I've always thought, oh, it's nice to be in a relationship because it feels like I'm in a, feels like a relationship.
Mm.
It feels nice and warm and supportive, but I wouldn't say I'm in a relationship because I'm afraid I'm going to die in the bathtub and need someone to save me. But
Well,
yeah, that's a plus. I just never really thought about that plus.
well, it's like John Wayne said. I mean, everyone has their own definitions of love,
Yeah.
right? John
Yours is
Wayne?
someone who knows CPR and the Heimlich remover.
Preferably. Yeah,
Heimlich
exactly.
remover?
The
The
Heimlich
Heimlich remover.
Is that what it's called? Heimlich remover?
Heimlich
Oh,
Yeah.
Heimlich maneuver.
maneuver. That's what it is. The remover of the Heimlich.
We got to remove the Heimlich.
I haven't heard the word maneuver in a while.
I thought that sounded so weird. I'm like, remove?
Heimlich remover.
So weird. You got to remove the Heimlich from the hole. Yeah.
Choked on a Heimlich.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, maybe I guess I'm the only one who feels that way then. But
That's okay.
she
I'm
so
sure
she
like
continued.
9-year-olds feel that way too. You want a nurse.
Well, I guess it's that feeling of security of wanting someone around. So she continues, there comes a chance in everyone's life, and I believe it won't happen twice. Now, since I felt the glory of love, I want to spend forever and ever with you. She makes your point, John Wayne, and I believe it won't happen twice. Now, since I felt the glory of love.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's just like you. She doesn't believe this kind of love can happen twice,
yeah.
and every love is different.
You're prophetic.
You're prophetic, which sounds a lot like pathetic.
I am pathetic.
Don't talk about yourself that way. Don't talk about my friend John Wayne that way.
That's how I felt when I came to last night.
Oh, really?
You felt pathetic?
I was like, oh, I feel so pathetic right now.
I would imagine fainting, because fainting just comes upon you, right? Like it's not like you didn't. Oh, but you had smoked and had alcohol. Okay, so I guess it was kind of your fault.
I think I just stood up too fast after some heavy breathing.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Okay.
Like some weird breathing exercises going on.
Because what causes fainting is just an imbalance of oxygen to your brain, right?
I think so. I think that's exactly what it is.
So she's almost done here, and she kind of ends it off kind of how she started. Deep in my heart, I know there's only you, only you. And right from the start, I always knew I'll never let go because I love you so. I love you so. Oh, I want you for the rest of my life. and she's got her trademark thing here where she's going to repeat that. Deep in my heart, I know there's only you, only you, only you. Oh, oh. And right from the start, I always knew I'll never let go because I love you so. Oh, oh. I want it in my life, deep in my heart, deep in my heart. Oh, I want you for the rest of my life. I want your love forever.
Whoa.
I want you for the rest of my life. I want you guys in my life for the rest of my life.
Oh, is that what you take away from the chapter today?
I mean, I'm single, so I think that's what it's going to have to be.
You don't have to love one person or a lover. You don't have to be in the honeymoon phase with a lover. You can be in the honeymoon phase with your friends too.
Well, I also wonder because John Wayne had a point that Britney proved as far as there's kind of only the one love. And so sometimes I wonder, like, is Jacob going to be the one love? And
Whoa, whoa,
since,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't
Hold
think
on, hold
Jacob
on.
was one love.
I um I think you misinterpreted what I said. I'm saying you don't have just one love. I'm just saying there's only that one kind of love. Like you can love multiple people and have more than one love. I'm just saying there's only going to be with that person that love with that person. Like I don't think you can replicate one love. With
It's not soulmate. It's
you're right. It's like
it's like,
I had this love with this person, and this is no one else can replicate the love we've had.
this is
This
where
was
it
our love.
stays.
Yeah.
And
so so Jacob, for example, so what you're saying is Jacob was my soulmate, but maybe I'll go out and find a soul neighbor or like a soul
what he's saying is there's
cashier.
no soulmate. There's no such thing as a soulmate.
Okay.
He's saying that one love is its own thing, its own entity, its own
Yeah.
universe.
Like I'll
And
never
if
have the love I had with my wife.
yeah, it's just completely different love. It's not
Yeah.
on a higher level. It's just on a different level.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way, Bessie?
Yeah, I feel like each relationship is its own universe, and that's where that love was made, born, and died. And then your next love is a completely different thing. It can't compare. And if you're comparing your relationships to your past ones consistently, then you're probably following some patterns that you shouldn't be following. You're probably falling in love with similar people that hurt you, or does that make sense?
No, it does because yeah, I got cheated on all those times in a row. So maybe I should stop. You're right. I probably am looking for something similar, or I was.
Hmm.
And now it's like,
Well, those clearly didn't work out, and those clearly, whoever you're falling in love with, who keeps cheating on, like if each relationship you fall in love with someone who cheats on you, you're pining after a character trait that's probably not compatible to yours,
right,
sustainable to yours.
right.
So whatever you're doing now, whoever you're falling in love with now, you have to check yourself and be like, is this person, does he have a common denominator with everyone?
Right. But it's also interesting because like if say I'm a top
Mhm.
and I have that and I meet someone and they're a top, we have that in common, but that actually doesn't quite work
No.
because then is that kind of the metaphor? Like you have to be compatible.
Yeah.
Like if there's two people who, I mean, I can't really think of another example just because it's been so long, but because it feels like in other examples, it's actually better. Like if you guys both like, you know, street ditch food, like you like going to the ditch carts or the ditch trucks, the
Yeah.
street food ditch trucks, and you guys have that in common.
Mhm.
That actually seems like it would be a fun thing.
Because then we could do the ditch street food together.
Yeah. John Wayne, you look like you're in disgust.
I don't like ditch food.
He doesn't like ditches.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, you know what? I apologize. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're just a part of our life. So, I mean, they get brought up. And now he's rolling his eyes.
And they got pretty big.
Well, everybody, I hope you were able to get something out of that.
This was a different one.
Yeah, this was a different one. Thank you guys for being patient with.
Background, we're in trouble.
Yeah, there must be something going on because I can hear it too. Well, hey everybody, we appreciate your patience. Obviously, we're all kind of going through some stuff, and please, remember you're not alone. We're all going through this together,
Stay safe.
and hopefully, I can get a clean cut on that. And yeah, so Bessie,
Yes.
John Wayne, it's been lovely.
I blew a kiss, but you couldn't tell.
She did blow a kiss.
Until next time.
I bid you adieu.
It sounded like the cat responded to you.